Motherboard. A motherboard, alternatively known as the mainboard, main circuit board, system board, baseboard, planar board or logic board, is the main printed circuit board (PCB) found in general-purpose computers and other expandable systems. It holds and allows communication between many of the crucial electronic components of a system, such as the central processing unit (CPU) and memory, and provides connectors for other peripherals. Unlike a backplane, a motherboard usually contains significant subsystems such as the central processor, the chipset's input, output and memory controllers, interface connectors, and other components integrated for general-purpose use and applications. Motherboard specifically refers to a PCB with expansion capabilities. As the name suggests, this board is often referred to as the mother of all components attached to it, which often include peripherals, interface cards, and daughter cards, sound cards, video cards, network cards, hard drives, or other forms of persistent storage, TV tuner cards, cards providing extra USB or FireWire slots, and a variety of other custom components. Similarly, the term mainboard is applied to devices with a single board and no additional expansions or capability, such as controlling boards in laser printers, televisions, washing machines, mobile phones and other embedded systems with limited expansion abilities. The term logic board was coined by Apple in the early 1980s for the motherboards in their Macintosh computers, so it is a brand-associated term. A motherboard provides the electrical connections by which the other components of the system communicate. Unlike a backplane, it also contains the central processing unit and hosts other subsystems and devices. A typical desktop computer has its microprocessor, main memory, and other essential components connected to the motherboard. Other components such as external storage, controllers for video display and sound, and peripheral devices may be attached to the motherboard as plug-in cards or via cables. In modern microcomputers, it is increasingly common to integrate some of these peripherals into the motherboard itself. An important component of a motherboard is the microprocessor's supporting chipset, which provides the supporting interfaces between the CPU and the various buses and external components. This chipset determines, to an extent, the features and capabilities of the motherboard. Modern motherboards include sockets or slots in which one or more microprocessors may be installed. In the case of CPUs in ball grid array packages, such as the VIA C3, the CPU is directly soldered to the motherboard. Memory slots into which the system's main memory is to be installed, typically in the form of DIMM modules containing DRAM chips, can be D3 or D4. A chipset which forms an interface between the CPU's front-side bus, main memory, and peripheral buses. Non-volatile memory chips, usually flash ROM in modern motherboards, containing the system's firmware or BIOS. A clock generator which produces the system clock signal to synchronize the various components. Slots for expansion cards, the interface to the system via the buses supported by the chipset. Power connectors, which receive electrical power from the computer power supply and distribute it to the CPU, chipset, main memory, and expansion cards. As of 2007, some graphics cards, e.g. GeForce 8 and Radeon R600, require more power than the motherboard can provide, and thus dedicated connectors have been introduced to attach them directly to the power supply. Connectors for hard drives, typically SATA only. Please subscribe, like video, share, comment and click bell icon for upcoming videos.